Well, good evening, gentlemen. The exercise which we're going to do is called Ppdt. I'm going to share one picture, a hazy picture for 30 seconds. You have to observe that picture very carefully. After that, I'll give you 1 minute to write down the details. In details, you have to write the number of characters you have seen, what is their age, what is their mood, and gender. Age, whatever you're perceiving, mood could be negative, positive, and neutral. Negative, you can mark it as a minus, positive with the plus, and neutral with the O. If you see a male, mark it as a M. If you see a female, mark it as a F. If you're not able to recognize gender, you can mark it as a P. Correct? You're not supposed to describe the picture, but write the story around the picture, what has happened in the past, what is going on in the picture, and what could be the likely outcome of it. So total you'll get 4 minutes, 30 seconds to wind up your story. Once I ask you, please put a pen down, means you have to put a pen down. You're not supposed to write anything after that. Okay, chalo. Okay, please put a pen down. Stop writing, everyone. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay. Now, just keep that story behind your back, everyone. Akshat, you can keep in your front, no problem. Okay, so the next part is the narration part. Now, one by one, each and every individual have to narrate their story. And once the last person done with the story, you have to start a discussion. Okay, during the course of discussion, you have to come up with a common group story. And you have to select a one leader who is going to give the group story. If you're not able to narrate in English or stuck somewhere in between, then you can use some like Hindi word somewhere. Then otherwise, again, you have to come back to the English language. Okay, everyone. So first we'll go Prince, second Laksh, third Ashwini, fourth Salman. No, 1 second. Akshat first, Prince second, Laksh three, Ashwini four, five Salman, six Raj, seven Umesh, eight Kamal. And once the Kamal done with the story, you have to start a discussion. Okay? All clear? Okay, Prince, start.
Akshat is first, sir.
No, sorry. Akshat, please start. Actually, your name is in the
yeah.
first column, no? But I gave him chance first, so that's escape it. Okay, Akshat, please start.
So, good evening, gentlemen. Uh, so,
Akshat,
I
Akshat,
have
देख के
perceived
बोलो
two
story.
characters in my
अक्षर
story. One
अक्षर
is
देख के बोलो
Prince.
स्टोरी. देख के बोलो स्टोरी. कोई बात नहीं, बट फास्ट बोलो थोड़ा सा ना.
Yes,
ठीक है. देख के बोल, पेपर में जो है उसको देख के बोल, टेंशन
yes,
मत
sir.
बोल. ठीक है, चलो.
So, gentlemen, I have perceived two characters in my story, and one is Prince, and other one is Manoj, and their age is Prince is between 13 to 15 year of age, and Manoj is 44-year old. Manoj, a software engineer who lived in a Bangalore. One day he took his child Prince at her village to show how the villagers are so hard worker, how they can work so much hard in the field, and he showed he showed that things to her child, and and they he also showed that how for long times and at afternoon how the villager can do so much hard work, and Prince got inspired by seeing that, and he decided to do hard work in his life to get success. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In the picture shown, I perceived two male characters of age around 35-year-old and 10-year-old, and both of them were in positive mode. The action of my story is uh, 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 the action of my story is going for uh, going for uh, enjoyment. Sunil, who is a geologist, and his passion towards his work was very so much that he can't give his son proper time. So his son was upset, and he can see the upset in his eyes. One fine day, he planned to have a hangout with his son. So he first find place in his nearby area. He 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 have done arrangement of foods and other basic necessities. So on the day when the day come, he and his son first goes to see mountains and valleys, done lots of activities like trekking and rafting, and at last son thanked him and hugged him. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceive two male characters in our story. One is male and second also with a boy. The age between 22 to 18, 18 to 32, and the mood of the both him was positive. And the action of my story for me for a morning walk. Kishore, who was a software engineer in a company, he was basically belonged from a village, but due to his work, he used to stay in a city with his own family. So when he just got to the vacation, he just used to go back to the to his place and get some. He also used to get some morning walk with his son. One day when he just get up early and he called her son to go for a morning walk. There he just wanted to tell him how just we can make the beautiful how just we can make the earth so beautiful with the greenery. He wanted to set the sun to plant more tree. By this we can just modify the pollution which we have spread in a lot of means, and also told him about the journey of the village, how their people and how villagers can do a more work for us. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. I pursue two characters in my story. One is male age 30 mood positive and other is male mood age 15 mood positive. And action of my story is searching for smartwatch. Aman is a class 12 student studying in DVM Public School Chidawa, and his father Rahul works as a shopkeeper in his own shop. So Aman, as a ND aspirant, loves to loves to read defense articles and do some physical exercises, and loves to play cricket. So he demanded his father to buy a smartwatch. So after on his birthday, his father gifted him the smartwatch. And one day, while running in the park, he lost his smartwatch. So he come to his father and told that I lost my smartwatch. So they both went to search for the smartwatch and in the park. So after a hour, they find it on the under the tree, which Aman has lost because his watch strap is missing. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the picture shown to us, I perceive three characters. All are male, and there are two minor whose age is about 10 to 15, and a major one whose age is about 40 to 50. So the main protagonist of my story is Adarsh, a 15-year-old student of class 12 studying in Kendriya Vidyalaya. He is also a vlogger. So with the help of his father, he used to vlog in his village, and thereby his father help him to follow his hobby. So once in his summer vacation, he went to the forest nearby to his village. There his father helped him to help him to make a documentary of that forest. So for that he had made a plan to go there, and also he with his father arranges some food, and also planned travel expenses, and thereafter they go, and others himself recorded the video and uploaded that on YouTube. And after uploading that on YouTube, he got a very good response of that video. His father also praises him, and he become a very successful YouTuber and also a great student in his studies. Thank you.
Good evening, friends. I have perceived from the picture that was shown to us, there were three male characters, all in positive mood. Age of two characters is between 12 to 16 years old, and age of one character is 45 years old. Action of my story: visiting tiger safari. Santanu Jaiswal, 45, who was a employee in MNC. He working very hard from Monday to Saturday. On the day of Sunday, that was holiday, he decided to visit a nearby tiger reserve with his family. So he pre-booked the tickets, arranged all food items, drinking water, and belongings. And on the day of visit, he reached to the tiger safari with his two children. He explored their flora and fauna, and also saw the tigers in the tiger reserve. And he made a documentary and clicked some pictures. He came back to his home and started their work on the next day. Thank you.
Morning, gentlemen. From the picture shown to us, I perceived three characters. Two are males and one is female. The female is age around 15-year-old. One male is around 16, 17-year-old, and another male is around 38-year-old. All is in positive mood. The action of my story is to spend the holiday time by spending with the children. Ramesh was recently recruited as SBI Bank TO, and on the holidays this Sunday he decided to spend time with his children. So he decided to go on a hill temple that was in their village. So on that day they started their journey in the early morning. He went with he went with his two kids. In the way, he was telling the bravery stories of our ancestors like Veer Shivaji, Sambhaji, how they faced a lion. And meanwhile, when they reached the temple, he told them the power of prayer and meditation. He told them that it keeps us our vibes positive and feel free and relaxed in our bad time or stress time. After spending 2 to 3 hours there, they took prasad and explored the temple and nearby flora and fauna and came back home. Finally, the children were exhausted. They got sleep. Raghav was happy to spend a good time with the family. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceive total three characters in the picture. One, all three are male, positive in mode. Age between 30, and other is 10 and 11-year-old. Mohan, 30-year-old engineer working in the Bangalore. In summer vacation, along with his kid, he went his home in Uttarakhand. And they all three decided to go for a little hike and sightseeing and bird watching. Mohan, along with his two kids, went for a little hike and told all the flora and fauna, all the trees and migratory species of birds, and told about their kids. After that, Mohan recorded some videos and put it on YouTube to create awareness about the environment and planting tree, and also told about their kids to conserve the environment and all knowledge about the tree. Thank you.
Gentlemen, as it, the picture
we
is
have
very
agreed
hazy.
Okay,
that
so
gentlemen, we
all
can
are
go with
all of
like
us
their
are agreed
mood
that
as
there
it
are
positive,
was
two
a
like
forest
characters.
scene
spend with
and
his
Three of us
family.
are
they are
there.
How
spending
many
Agreed that
quality
characters
three
you
time with the
want to
characters
their
persevere?
children.
mood
2 or
positive,
So
3?
we
like
can
so
move that
take
they
their
are
mood
going to the
positive, right?
temple.
Good
Yes,
story.
Umesh, I
So
But
we
agree
can
with you.
move.
they,
I
they
agree
just
with this theme.
Apart
repeat
So
from
let
that,
us
about
as
the
first
we can
characters
see
decide the
number
that
of
number
there
of
are
characters in
two
the
characters.
story.
Is
First of us
unique.
are
characters
not
Someone is
clear with the
saying
number of
that there
characters
are three and
because
they
someone
there
is
are
are
there
the
are
roaming
three
four.
in the
characters.
village.
Two are
Two.
children and one male
No,
whose age
there
is
are
something
two
45
characters,
years
Firstly,
old.
we have to
So
Yes,
and they
this
decide
are
yes,
is
the
yes,
first
they
be
are
like
clear
there
with the
are two
there are
characters.
2
characters.
About
characters.
a blogger kind of
Yes,
age.
we can
Salman
take a
Salman is saying
person as a
right. There
software
are two characters.
engineer, and
Salman,
the
your
boy
point can
is
be
his
added like
child.
that. I can say one thing for you guys. Give me a 10
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
I can brief one thing for you guys. We have to decide a two male character in our picture
That
because there only
Yeah,
is shown
Lakshya,
I'm
I don't think that
I'm
there are
agree
three
with you,
characters.
Lakshya.
Lakshya,
Purposely,
I
We
saw
we
in the
can
picture
take
there are
two
the three
characters.
We can
characters.
Yes, I
consider
One
agree
the
with
male
man
who
as a
is
There
Declare
can
geologist
be
or
yes,
two
nature
other
one.
lover.
children.
There
There
are
can be
Raj,
total
two
I
three
male
characters.
fully,
persons.
Have two
fully agree
characters.
with
So
you. I can
friends,
agree
let's
with you,
move
but
picture looks
further. There was
at a
three
point,
persons
gentlemen. The
point
and
picture looks
they
very
were
there
hazy.
was
going
a
for
So
a
character, but
hiking.
we have to take a
we
There
two
were
can
two
clearly
characters
see
in the
there are
story.
two
two
characters,
main
but not
character. That's
three.
why I just choosing a two character.
Yes,
Okay.
We
yes.
can
Lakshya
make
is
the
saying
picture
right.
Friends, let's
Okay.
move with the three characters.
Yeah,
We
According
can
to me, we
gentlemen.
can
there
make a
are
story
two
around a
characters.
vlogger kind of thing in which our main protagonist is making a video and post that on
Only a
YouTube.
point could be added like that. Here was a
No,
person who just
no,
come
no,
with his
no.
child and he wanted to spend some time in a village
Yeah,
where his
we
child
can
was
add
Yeah,
this
staying.
Gentlemen,
spend,
I
character.
like the
spending
story
time
of
with the
Kamal
Yes,
Bhai,
children.
yes.
in
Spending
which
time with the
Hard worker,
children.
yeah,
Meanwhile,
how the
he
villagers
recorded
Focusing
the
or
video
hard
also.
worker are they.
Gentlemen, by
He was
seeing the
spending one
background
of
of
the
the
best
place,
identifying
it
holiday
is
time
flora
with
and
the
clear
children.
fauna in
that
And
also
the
We
the
can
park.
holiday,
add that the
that person
the,
is
man plan.
visiting
the,
For
Gentlemen,
from
the
there,
student told
in
gentlemen,
them
somewhere
that
in the
he's
most
village
of
recorded
or
us
good
any
videos.
are
His
making
son
a
Already
just
or
told
around
them
any
the
to
village
village.
in
place.
their
flora
So
and
this
fauna.
reflects
I'm not
Gentlemen,
the
also
theme that
explored
they
the
are
flora and
visiting
fauna
Gentlemen, we
in
can see that the
the
most of
midway.
yes,
us
yes.
visiting a
making
tiger
a
They
reserve.
are
story about
they
the
are
village
searching
Almost
for
all
and
the
something
kind of
either,
villagers.
or they
sightseeing
are
and video
finding
And
blogging.
different types of plants in the
and man
park.
protagonist of story who was an employee in a MNC, he went
We
Yes,
to
can
visit
definitely
a
say Raj
nearby
because he was
tiger
Raj,
reserve.
we
Yeah,
can
no
add
matter
that.
like what
in a
he
city.
is,
Raj,
like
we
we
can
Go
can
add
like
take
that.
that.
him as a software engineer or any kind of
Okay, Akshay.
person,
yes, we
right?
can
Yes, yes,
consider
Yes,
his
Akshat, yes, it
basically
is.
Depending
that
on
his
was
a
on
profession, but
holiday and
the
he
He
was
main
can
thing
spending
do
is
time
any
with the
work.
children.
He can
spend
do
He
any
went
work,
on
the
Indian
work in
time
temple
with
his
his
Means,
and
profession.
means
We can say
with
that
the
he is
temple
Lakshya,
a
where
working
he was
Gentlemen,
professional.
showing with the
have
children.
Let me
you
He
know.
recorded
identified
video.
total number
He
of
spent
characters?
time with the children
After
and
reaching there, he
also
get mesmerized
posted
by
that
the
video on
beauty
the
I agree
of
with
YouTube.
it, Umesh.
He
village.
told them
Okay,
moral
there are
teachings.
I'm saying,
See,
have you
we know
Moral
identified
that
total
teachings
number
about
of
there
the
are
Add
characters?
two
your
person
own
in
point
the
like that.
story,
He just said,
and
he just
yeah,
listen a story from the villagers like Shivaji and Sambhaji and get a knowledge about flora and
right,
fauna
right.
from the villagers. We can go through like that, and this will conclude a
We
whole
can,
story. I just
the
want
father
Yeah,
can
yeah,
also
we
teach
can
the
take
children the
it.
same things.
Yes, we
Father
can
can
go
also
with
teach the
like the
same things to the
exploring
children.
different
Meanwhile,
plant
going from
varieties
the path, they can
in the
explore the
park.
path.
Yes,
yeah, Ashwini, we can do
Or
like that.
yes, Umesh, and also
And
Uh,
he
see,
explore
the
all
father is
the
giving some
environment
good
of the
knowledge
villagers
to
or
and
we
their
his
can
livelihoods
say
and
that
how they survive
as we
at the
can see
village
in the
area
picture
and
that
the
his
environment of the
father
village
Raj,
is
area
can we go
trying
like
to
that?
also.
show
Raj, can
Gentlemen,
we
you
go like that?
also we can
something
also
Exactly.
add
to
that they
his
are
child.
watching some
Exploring the
bird.
Morning of
They
villages
are
also.
watching some bird.
we can
Yes,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
like
we
migratory
can. Yeah,
species, bird and
definitely we
flora
can
and
add this
fauna.
Yes,
into
We
our
can
flora and
story.
fauna.
Yeah,
add that
he is
migratory.
trying
Birds
to
and
showing
plants are
something
included in flora
to
and
his
fauna.
child.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
To
and
give
I
some
think
at the
knowledge.
temple site,
And
Really
also
needed.
they
shows them the
Sorry,
power
how
of
they
their
make a
imagination.
small documentary
We
of the
can say
village
that the
life.
child
So
got a
they
science
so
project
they
to
spread
identify the
awareness about the
type of
village
flora and
life
fauna
and
in
the
their area.
environment
Some of
there.
the
His
points.
father is
So
helping him to
Please,
identify
was
many
the
of the
main
persons
protagonist of
who
the
varieties
story.
of flora and
new
fauna.
trees
Till
in
at
that
that
in their
age,
areas.
child got
His
a
son's project.
Let me
project,
say 10
and
seconds
yeah, his
only.
father came.
Give
So
me a
Rohan
They
was
went
the
there in the
engineer,
farm,
and on the holiday
like
he
to show his
started
child.
planning to spend the day with the children. Meanwhile, he was going
Umesh,
from
you
the
can
path.
go through with your story. I totally
Told
agree
them
with you.
children to the about the villagers. He explored flora and fauna and also made videos and documentaries. Posted it
Umesh,
later
you
on the
just
video.
modified
And
your
Yes,
after
point.
reaching the
Umesh,
temple,
also
he
we can
told them
also include
meditation,
that
the power of
on the right
meditation
way.
and prayer.
his,
And
his son got the
also
science
told
project
them the
about
stories of
identifying.
our
You have to just listen
See,
on
we
one
can
part.
add one more
I
time,
just want to
like
add a
one
one
more
point.
point we can add this,
And
like
also,
he
gentlemen,
is
the
trying to
kids
showing
also
how the hard
got an
worker they
opportunity
are,
to
how the
explore
hard
the
worker the villagers
village
are,
environment,
how
and
Umesh,
also
go
they
through
also
the
got
told
story
out
like
from
about
that
the
their
there was
villagers, how they
there
are
is
of
spending their
of
life.
a big
yeah,
city.
morning walk.
we can
In
add
the
this.
morning
Umesh,
walk, he
Umesh,
want
Definitely, it will
let
make our
let let's
story.
explain your
then he
point.
just meet the villagers and
Let's
then he
Hence,
just
I think
yeah, Ishni,
our
you
story
said
is
something.
almost made.
let
So
let's tell his story first.
I just want
Then
to
we'll
add some modification
okay,
point in
okay.
Amos' Estonian story. Amos' story is totally on a right way.
Yes.
You just take a story like that. Here was a boy he was a person who was a software engineer in a company. He used to stay in a city, but due to his
Yes,
vacation, he used to go in a village and with his family. And
Okay.
with
Yeah,
his
yeah.
family, he used to take this every morning walk.
I
And
do
one
agree.
day
Yeah.
when he was taking a morning walk, his son wanted to also join with him. And when he joined, he just he just want to tell his son about the nature, how he can just mature the nature and like in a greenery manner. He just planted some plant and
city.
told Salman, I just want 10 more seconds, only 10 more seconds. And then he just told his son to speak the villagers how they can feel about the story, and by the villagers he can definitely know about the Shivaji and Sambhaji's story, also know get the knowledge about the flora and fauna. And that time he just decided to make a documentary on that, how they can perceive their view in the public. I just
Yes,
want to
yes.
hear.
Yeah, yeah.
You bind up everyone's points, so this
Video-
can be included in
After
your
and
story.
also
I don't
some
want to speak and narrate on the story. Umesh Soni's story is totally on the right way. You just add it like that.
There we
See,
get a
in the picture, I saw one thing that there were some villagers also in the field.
Yeah.
I
Akshay.
saw
We
some
just made our
villagers.
yeah,
field male
he,
character,
as
female
Raj
character in
mentioned,
our
he
Yes,
showed
so
them
our
about
theme,
the villagers' life
our
also.
theme is
And the
on this
person also
way
told
that
him about like
Yeah, we
the
just have to
rituals
Okay,
of
listen
the
Umesh Soni's
villages,
so
which were
please,
differ from
please,
cities.
stop it.
career modification in there.
Stop it. Stop it. Now tell me who's the group leader.
Sir Lakshya.
Umesh.
All agree with Laksh?
Umesh, sir.
Umesh, sir.
Umesh.
Yes, sir, Lakshya.
All agree with Umesh?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Umesh, give the group story.
Thank you, friends, for giving me this opportunity. So we have made the story that Rohan was an engineer. He used to work in the city, and he came in the he on the vacation. He came to village with his children. He spent for spending some good time, and he planned for a journey in the forest to a temple. He told the children about the villagers' life, and also told the importance of forest. He advised them to plant more and more forest, and also told about the stories of our ancestors like Veer Gatha of Shivaji and Sambhaji. And after the he also made a documentary how a documentary of their journey and vlog. And they reached the temple. He told them the power of prayer and meditation. They spent some good time there and came back home, and children were happy to, and he was also happy to have a good time with the children. Thank you.
All agree with the story? Anyone who's not agree?
Yes, sir. Agree, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, agree.
Agreed.
Agreed,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So please rejoin the session from the same link.